So actually doing something a bit different today, because I'm out with a couple of other guys and I'm going on a little surprise mission which I'll reveal later. I'm not going to tell you what that is just yet, but anyway, so yeah, I'm out with a couple of lads and we're just going for a ride over to somewhere that I want to go. Yeah, and it's a lovely day. Weather's meant to change next week, so making the most of the sun, but it is hot for riding. So the guy in front, Nathan, lives near me. He has basically stripped that bike down to its bare bones and pretty much rebuilt it, all by himself, to be fair. Obviously bits he's had re-chromed and powder coated and stuff like that, but pretty much everything else he's done himself, which is amazing, because when I first moved to where I moved and his bike was there, it was to put it bluntly, a right shit heap. He'll never watch this, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, but he's done a really good job. Obviously it's an older bike, but yeah, it's a Honda something or other, but he's done a real good job of it. And yeah, and then we've got another guy in front on his Yamaha XSR 900. So I've had a bit of a mad week this week, really. I obviously came back from holiday, felt great, felt spiritually connected, felt connected to the fellowship. Didn't really feel any different, felt in a good place. Life was good. And then I went back to work Tuesday, and I can't really put my finger on any of it. Well, I can now, but at the time I couldn't, because I'd just completely gone back into self, and I was angry, impatient, snappy, all because I'd been given an extra drop out of my area, and I was in a flatbed, and just all silly stuff. But really let it get to me, and it was like the old Ian that was drinking, and I couldn't understand what was going on. So after I finished work, because it was just all day at work, it was just not good at all. And then I spoke to my sponsor, and we kind of said, well, what have you done different? I said, I haven't done anything different. I felt good before I went back to work, you know what I mean? I've still felt connected. I'd done 2 meetings since I've been back with my break, and everything just went to shit. And then so we spoke about my routine in the morning, and I'd missed 2, maybe 3 things out of my morning routine, which I just completely and utterly just had not come into my head. And what was weird as well was, I can't remember what I said in the video last week, but I think a message I was getting last week, and what I think I shared about it, was complacency. And then the very first day I got back to work, complacency has kicked in. And I normally do my morning prayer and then my gratitude list to my sponsor, which I did. But also what I forgot was, when I'm at work, I also do a secondary prayer on my way to work in the car, which is basically just saying, I'll do my bit, try and stay calm throughout the day, and my higher power, you do your bit by guiding me through that process and guiding me through my day, making it nice and not putting things in my path. And yeah, it was I didn't do that. And then I also do this thing which I call layering, which is things like, just being nice to people. So every one nice thing I do, I don't physically count any of this, but to me, in my mind, it adds a layer onto me. And then anything that I do inadvertently bad, like not let someone pull out of a junction, it takes a layer off me. So my idea is I always stay in positive layers. So the more I let the old lady cross the road or give way to a car pulling out of a junction, anything remotely just nice to somebody else, I class that as a layer up. I won't do any of that. and I can't remember what the third one was. Yeah, and just generally, the third thing was that I normally do is if I feel like I'm getting that way, I have been just like pulling up, going to the one side, and pausing and resetting my day. I didn't do any of that. So yeah, it was kind of a weird day. But once I figured that out and I spoke to my sponsor about it, the next day was absolutely fine. I was relaxed. I didn't let my day trouble me. I didn't get wound up. I didn't do any of those things. And yeah, the rest of the week was fun. Fantastic. So when I went to my meeting last night, which I have service at, I shared that, and I was explaining the layers, and after the meeting one of the other fellows come up to me and said, I really like that layers, I'm going to try that. And again, I said something similar in our last meeting. Another fellow coming and saying that what he's heard you share has helped, or he's going to try and apply that into his life, is 100% what it's all about, and I get great satisfaction from that. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Break's a man for break. So yeah, so it's pretty a mad week really. So here it is, the Tracer 9 GT. So I've come over to have a little test ride. So I test rode this bike last year, this specific bike to be honest, but it's just come up for sale now as an ex demo. So yeah, I'm thinking of purchasing it. So I'll just come back over to Woking Yamaha to have another little go on it, and yeah, I might be tempted. So it's a lovely bike. So it's the Tracer 9 GT 25 plate, lovely bike, quick shifter, all the gizmos, all the gadgets, yeah, beautiful. So I'm just going to spin it around because I need to go back the other way. So yeah, that was my little surprise. Where am I going today? I'm going to test ride this bad boy. It is so much more powerful. It's in street mode at the moment, and yeah, it is miles more grunty than mine. I love it. Do I love it too much? Oh shit, how have I done here? Turn my lights on. So yeah, I've got to be careful because it is a bit more powerful than mine, and it wants to yeah, there's the throttle's proper keen, which is slightly worrying. Speed camera, oh yeah, but it is comfy. Nice, bigger comfy, bigger bike, bigger tank. It looks an absolute beast. I don't know whether you can see that. I'll lean back a bit. A proper beast of a bike. But yeah, it still feels like you can flip it about a bit. It's pretty agile. So yeah, it is nice. I liked it when I test rode it. I can't remember. It was about November, I think. Maybe a touch earlier. And I liked it then, but I wasn't really in a position to think about upgrading. Whereas now, I suppose I am. So all the extras on it is pretty good. One thing I do like is this bad boy. Electric adjustment on the touring screen, which is a nice little option. Mine's just manual, but it rattles mine. I think on the earlier videos you could hear it. I didn't quite know what was going on there, and then I figured it out, and then yeah, I kind of shimmed it out a bit so it's not rattly as much, but it feels just as agile as mine. And the pickup is unbelievable. I am smiling my head off right now inside my helmet. It is unbelievable. So yeah, so the guy said I could have it for an hour, but I've come over actually, as you may or may not see in the video, with two other guys, so they're just waiting back at Yamaha while I just take it out for 10 minutes, I guess, just to put a smile on my face. So I don't know how to play it when I get back, because he'll obviously say you're interested, so I don't know whether to say, look, I've got this amount of money, which is a bit less than they're selling it for. I have already asked him if there's any movement on price, and he's basically said no. But if they want to shift it, then they want to shift it, don't they, I guess. So we shall see. So I might play it cool and say, yeah, I love it, but I've only got this, and walk away, and then see if, oh god, I can't remember which bloody way I went now. See if he comes back. Is it there? Oh. But yeah, you know what I mean, I'm right over there and it loves it. This way or not, but we'll go this way. We'll go this way just in case. Just in case. USB charger there. It has got cruise control, heated grips. Oh, quite a lot of spec. I did go right at that bloody roundabout. Anyway, we'll find out. We'll get our way back. So yeah, so I am, happy with the bike. Handles like I thought it would do. So really nice. I think I should have gone right at that roundabout though, but hey ho. All roads lead to Rome, as they say. Luckily, I know where I am, and it's just over there. So I've just gone kind of a loop round. Yeah, I think it's up there and right. That's the bridge we came through on the way in, which is nice. So quick shifters, even though I'm using the clutch, is nice. I quite like the colour, black, dark grey. Yeah, I like it. So yeah, so we're just going to pop into Newlands Corner up here. I'm not too sure what it is actually. I think it's some kind of country park, but yeah, it's frequented by bikers normally, so hopefully there's a bit of a crowd in there today. So there's a cafe there, toilet. So yeah, we're going to stop in here, have a bit of a brew. I'm not too sure we're going to get anything to eat or whatever. I'm not that hungry, to be honest, but yeah, let's have a stop and have a look-see. It looks quite busy, so yeah, there's always cars here and stuff as well. So yeah, Tracer 9, I'm very tempted. What a bike, loved it. Yeah, I mean, I know I test rode it already, but it was just nice to get back on it. And yeah, I'll take it out for a spin again. So yeah, so yeah, quite a few bikes here today, which is nice. Find some, pick your spot. in the shade, hopefully, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to whap it here in the shade. Right, so we're going to have a pit stop here, get a brew. So catch you in a bit, bye.